Hey you guys, it's me. Today I'm going to be doing another weekly reading for you. This is for the week beginning the 17th through to the 23rd of February. I hope you guys have had a nice week. I have to apologize in advance for my voice. I know it's probably sounding a bit different. I don't have any kind of flu or anything like that. I know a lot of people have been getting those kind of things. But I have another kind of health condition going on, so I'm not feeling 100%, but I decided I'll still just do this reading anyway. So today I'm going to be using this really nice deck. It's called Whispers of Love by Angela Hartfield. I really wanted to use this deck last week for the weekly readings because of Valentine's Day, but it actually came. It didn't come in time for me to do the weekly reading, but it came the day before Valentine's Day. But I really like the messages that the mermaids gave us for Valentine's, so I just said, oh, I'll hold off using it until this weekly reading came about. So I have been kind of playing with it for the past few days, and I like it because it is a deck that is good for all kinds of love readings, not only if you're a couple, but if you just, it's really good for self-love and self-care and things like that. So it's not just for couples and romantic relationships, it's also about loving yourself. Which I really, really like about this deck. And the artwork is very nice and it's very, very detailed. Like when you look at the imagery, there's so many things going on in the images. It kind of reminds me of Shadowscapes Tarot and Paulina Tarot. It's like that kind of artwork where like there's so many things going on in the pictures. It's just it's amazing. It's like very busy, you know. So yeah, I'm going to shuffle up the deck and we'll see what the energies are like for this coming week. Okay, so we're gonna ask for a message that resonates with everyone watching this video. Clear and concise message for everyone watching this video. Okay, starting from Monday through to Sunday. So let's see what's gonna come up. We have speak the language of love. Oh, that is so beautiful. Loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. So I feel like this card is speaking of us just really being loving and being really expressive of our love to others. And I feel like this is such a beautiful thing because sometimes we can either feel like we can't share how we entirely feel for somebody, or sometimes it can even be that we just sometimes we do love people and we do feel all these emotions and feelings, but we just don't vocalize them, maybe because we've just it's like your parents almost. Like you love your parents and everything, but it's like how often do you actually tell them that you love them, usually not that often. I think just because you feel like, okay, they already know that I love them and stuff. And I think sometimes if you've been in like a long relationship, sometimes it can be that way as well. Like it can get to the point where you may not really say how you feel for the other person so much, or even if it's just other people in your life that you really appreciate, you may not show your appreciation as much, not because you don't appreciate them, but just because they've been in your life for such a long time that sometimes things just get really ordinary, and days go by and you realize that you you're close to them, but you're not really being as expressive in telling them how much they mean to you. And what I really like about this card is how they're embracing each other, like one is embracing the other while he holds on to this flower that looks like it has a dragon, a small dragon on it. And it almost feels like brotherly love between the two of them. Like they look very similar. They actually look like twins. So I don't think that this card is just speaking of romance, but it's actually speaking of just people that you love in general, siblings, your parents, your friends, people that you love. Always make sure that you can tell them how much they mean to you, and just to let them know that, you know, you don't take them for granted in what they do for you, which is an experience I actually had over this weekend, which was lovely. I spent some time with my family, some cousins and stuff that I hadn't seen or spent quality time with in quite some time, and it was really nice for her to help me in the way that she did. And because of her help, I gave her a little something to show my appreciation. And it is really beautiful when you have people in your life that you can have those kind of experiences with, where they're there for you, supporting you and helping you. And when I gave her the gift, she said to me, you know, you didn't have to get me anything, you know, even though I helped you, like, you didn't have to do anything. But to me, it was important for me to show, like, how much I appreciated her. So this card is so lovely. I really like the way he's embracing his sibling or friend. It's really, really nice. So yeah, middle card for Wednesday. Spiritual connection. This relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. Now, this to me speaks of almost like soulmate relationships and karmic relationships. Now, I wanted to make a separate video on soulmates, but it hasn't happened, especially since I haven't been feeling that well. So for a while, I haven't been making videos apart from these weekly videos. If you've noticed, quite a few of my videos have been uploads of old videos that I've made. But yeah, soulmates are, you know, members that are part of our soul family. So they can be our biological family, they can be friends, they can be anyone really that is in our lives, are a part of our soul family. So it could be meaning that we're connecting with more people from our soul family, and and you always know, because there's always a special kind of connection with people that are from your soul family. It can be a nice, pleasant experience, as well as it can be a challenging experience. It all depends, obviously, on the karma that has been built up between you and this person, because more than likely you've spent a number of lifetimes together. So, you know, just like in family relationships, we kind of have some dysfunctional relationships, whereas we have some relationships that are kind of smooth sailing, that go well. Our soul family is exactly the same. So, yeah, so when we hear soulmates, soulmates can go either way. It can be positive, it can be a challenge, but either way, they're there to show you some kind of experience that you're here to learn. So, what I would say about this is I really get the feeling of spending more time with members of our soul family, maybe reconnecting with them. I'm really drawn to the hands in the middle, like the holding of hands. Like that's really what makes me think that we're going to be connecting with some people that are quite close to us over the weekend. And it could be quite a pleasant experience, because I'm looking at these two down here. It's quite small, so you won't be able to see, but it's like a man and a woman dancing. So it might be almost connecting up with someone, and you guys kind of, you know, do some kind of leisurely activity. Maybe just meet up for lunch, meet up just to spend maybe a bit of quality time with somebody else quite close to you. And then we're gonna have our last card. Let me see if I can move this one over a bit. This will be for Friday, well, the end of the week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And this is actions speak louder. Express your love through your actions. Oh my gosh. This is so lovely. Look at this card. Oh, you can't see the top. Let me see. There you go. Really lovely. It's a lady on a very beautiful green bird. And I feel like it's interesting because this card kind of connects with the first one, because in the first one we had speak the language of love, and this one is actions speak louder than words. So it's almost like where in the beginning it was telling us, you know, we have to be more expressive and showing of our love in terms of, you know, things that we say. Now it's like it's saying we have to also show those actions of love, you know, because, you know, sometimes we can always be saying, we may be saying certain things to people, but it's like also does our actions reflect even the things that we say? And so it's all about coming from a place of genuine love. And to me personally, sorry, like when you come from a place of genuine love, you always know how best to respond to whoever it is that you're communicating with. When you're coming from the heart, you're always going to know what to say that is the correct thing to say. And also you're going to feel the need to give to someone else, to maybe give a gift, to maybe just do something that shows your appreciation in spending your quality time in even just picking up the phone and contacting someone that you haven't contacted in quite some time, or visiting somebody you haven't visited in quite some time, is another way of, you know, just showing your love and showing your appreciation and being like, you know, yeah, I am thinking about you and I do care about you. Because sometimes we can get so caught up in life in general that we really just don't spend the time even with the people that we love. And it's not to say that we don't love them, but it's just that, you know, we're just so preoccupied. And a lot of the time, let's be honest, we're preoccupied with things that in the grander scheme of life aren't the most important things in the world. But, you know, because of what society expects from us, we can get so caught up in outside things, you know, that we don't really have the time to spend quality time with the people that we love. So I think over the weekend, it might be that we're traveling to other places to spend time with people that we really care about, which is really lovely to do. Okay, you guys, I'm going to be I hope you guys will, you know, keep me in your thoughts in terms of my health and send me some healing energy. That would really be appreciated right now. But yeah, this reading looks really lovely. I totally love these cards. I really do want to start doing reviews of decks because I really love my decks. And this one is a new addition to my family of decks, and it's been well appreciated because I really like the imagery. I really feel connected and drawn to this deck, even though I've been only using it for a few days. But I'm gonna see how that goes because I'm kind of finding that my camera, it doesn't like to focus that well when it comes to some of the images, especially if it's very detailed. So I might have to work out, you know, my camera situation before really getting into the deck reviews. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Take care of yourself. Bye.